And for those who want to do more to help your neighbors and earn some extra cash, you too can become an emergency snow shoveler. Just show up at your local sanitation garage between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. tomorrow with your paperwork, which is accessible online at nyc.gov/snow, and you can get started right away.
You want your daily dose of hypocrisy from the Democrat Party? Zohran Mamdani, the New York City mayor, is now begging people. He's begging people to come help him dig out New York City from the snow. But in order to do that, you got to show 2 forms of ID. I can't make this up. The irony, the hypocrisy, the absolute hypocritical BS that the Democrat Party comes out with on a daily basis. The mayor of New York City has cut funding to public services so bad that there's piles of garbage, and now there's going to be covered up with piles and mountains of snow as they get this northeaster sort of micro blizzard rolling through. And the mayor of New York City is begging people to come help. But he wants you to show 2 forms of ID. That sounds a little racist to me, right? I mean, that would be the methodology that the Democrat Party would use if Donald Trump or any Republican said, hey, we need your help. But in order to give us your help, we need you 2 forms of ID. This sounds like a trap. This sounds like a joke. This is right out of a comic book. And you're talking to a guy that loves comic books. This is a comedic sketch. I cannot believe the utter irony that these guys continue, well, girls and guys, I don't know how many genders the Democrat Party has right now. But can you believe this? Would any of you go down there and help the city of New York shovel snow when they're raising property taxes 9.5%? And this is a socialist mayor. There's supposed to be free grocery stores, free buses. I mean, everything's supposed to be free. And he wants the public to come shovel snow, begging them to shovel snow. But in order to do it, you need 2 forms of ID. Well, I mean, that rules out all the black people and women, because obviously they can't get 2 forms of ID. I don't even know how they figured it out. Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, she said black people didn't even know what laptops were. So, I mean, it's back on the white guys again. Back on the white people. You're the only ones with ID. You're the only ones with 2 forms of ID. Where does this end, guys? Where does this end? We're walking the line again this afternoon. I don't know how far down the cesspool, down the toilet, down the septic tank drain that the Democrat Party can go. But this is a good one. I mean, this is really good. I mean, on the back of that, you just had this Tennessee Congress dude saying that, you know, they weren't going to deport anybody. You've got Chad Bianco, the governor candidate in California, says he's a Republican, and he won't allow ICE to do any raids in any of the schools. My Bigfoot got knocked down. Got to get my Bigfoot back up. I'm gonna have to nail that guy up. He's pretty tall. He's about 8 foot tall. But we're seeing on a daily basis people show their true colors, show who they really are, show what they're really all about. Fred, what have you got? Just a bone that he left out here, and he finds it like 8 days later. We're starting to understand who people really are. I do find it interesting that on one of the shows this morning, Tom Emmer, I think he's a Minnesota senator, he's now coming out and saying, you know, 80% of America wants voter ID. Let's pass voter ID. John Thune, where are you at, dude? Where are you at? Why are you not pushing the SAVE Act right now and getting New York City some help shoveling snow? What are they waiting on? Every day that goes by is another day closer to the midterms without voter ID. Donald Trump says he's going to do something to make sure that there's voter ID for the midterms. I don't know what he's going to do, man. You're going to put National Guard? You're going to put ICE, DHS outside of every polling station, polling booth? I'm okay with that. The only people that are scared of that are people that, that shouldn't be here. And the Democrat Party. That's where it is right now. What is your solution? But the people watching this, what do you think should be done? I've called John Thune until I could almost remember his phone number off the top of my head. I think it's like 1-800-254, I think the last four is either 80140 or 4180. I've called it that many times. You never get an answer. It always goes to voicemail. I'm at a point right now that Thune has to do something, or he needs to be impeached. He needs to be removed from the Senate Majority Leader position. That's what's got to happen. Because he doesn't come out and say anything. He doesn't come out and do anything. And we're at a tipping point right now. A real tipping point. And the other big thing that's happening is you've got all of these left-wing doom black pill. They're Democrats. They're either paid by the Democrats or they are Democrats. And they're telling you not to go and vote. They're telling you, don't go vote. Things are so bad, just stay at home. And that is, that's bad. Now we're seeing that Ian Carroll is on Gavin Newsom's payroll. Did you have that one on your bingo card? Here we go, Fred. Here we go, Fred. There we go. He loves chasing the ball about twice. Gavin Newsom paying Ian Carroll. Now we're starting to see this whole operation unwind and who's really running things. Kamala Harris, she would love for nothing to happen. The Democrat Party would love for nothing to happen. No voter ID, no SAVE Act. It's the only lifeline that they have. That is the life preserver. I mean, they don't need a rescue swimmer like that Travis guy out in Portland. Said he was a rescue swimmer. They don't need that, right? Fred's got the ball and suddenly Daisy wants it. No matter what one of them has, the other one wants it. Democrat Party's on life support. We have a real opportunity to secure our elections. We have a real opportunity to get some help to New York City with their snow problem. John Thune, you got to do something, man. You are becoming a lame duck. I don't know if you've got a primary opponent in South Dakota, but if you do, I'm probably going to donate to that guy. We've got to get some changes pushed through. And I think the biggest one that we could have would be the voter ID. Tuesday night's going to be a barn burner. Tuesday night here on my channel, we'll be live streaming the State of the Union address. And then we'll probably be live streaming the reaction from the Democrats. It's going to be a lot of Kleenex. I know that. They're going to be crying. Apparently, a lot of the Democrats are saying that they're not going to attend the State of the Union. I mean, I think that could be the most patriotic thing they do is just don't show up. That would show us, that would show America that they don't really want to come to the bargaining table. They don't really want to come to an agreement with the President of the United States, with America. They want to take their toys and go home. If they don't get their way, if they don't get the most benefits for people that shouldn't be in our country, then they're just going to leave. Or they're not going to attend that. They're going to shut down the government. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I believe the Democrat Party's ultimate goal is to do about 4 things, and they all hinge on each other. They're going to come back in power in the Senate and the Congress. They will push through lowering the voting age to 16. Then they will amend the Constitution of the United States. They'll nuke the filibuster to do that. They will pack the Supreme Court. They will amend the Constitution of the United States so that you do not have to be born in America to be president of the United States. That removes any and all doubt about Obama, and it gives basically a blanket endorsement to any Soros-funded shill like Zohran Mamdani. I'd like to be wrong with this. I'd really like to be wrong, but I think that is their ultimate goal. They want to turn us into some global World Economic Forum cabal-ran country that can just be overrun with illegals. And I'm sure someone from, I don't know, Shitholistan named Julio will be the next president unless we pass the SAVE Act. Guys, it's the Ben Dykes Show. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.